The Black Lives Matter movement was founded by 3 women over the issues of police brutality, systemic racism, and violence inflicted on black communities by the state and by vigilantes. A cruel irony has now emerged where one of the founders now finds herself in a position where a family member is a victim of such violence. The Los Angeles Police Department has released body cam footage showing its officers tasing Keenan Darnell Anderson on January 3rd. Police say Anderson, a teacher and father, died at a hospital after he suffered a medical emergency about 4 hours after he was arrested. Now, we're going to show parts of the footage now, but I want to warn you and warn our guest that it is disturbing.
Get up against the wall.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Get up against the wall.
Please, sir, I didn't mean to.
Get up against the wall. Get up against the wall real quick.
Please.
Okay,
Please,
hold on
God.
a second.
Please,
Hold on
sir,
a
I didn't
second.
mean to, sir, please.
Help me, please.
You know what?
Help me,
Come on,
please.
let's go.
No, please help me.
Help me, please. Please.
Please.
You're trying to do it for me. You're trying to do it
Stop
for
it.
me.
Stop it. I'm going to tase you. I'm going to tase him.
You're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me. Leave me alone.
Stop it.
Joining me now is Patrisse Cullors, co-founder of the Black Lives Matter movement and Keenan Anderson's cousin. And I want to apologize for your having to see that again, Patrisse, and thank you for being here. And I just want to, just pause for a moment and give you a chance to tell us about Keenan in life so that we can know who he was.
Thank you. I will work my hardest to get through this segment. Keenan was a mentor. He was a teacher. He was a proud family member. We come from a very big family. Our grandmothers migrated from Louisiana to make a better life for themselves and their children and their children's children here in Los Angeles, California. We spent a lot of time coming together for family picnics and family gatherings. And Keenan was really proud of the movement of Black Lives Matter. And I believe the work that he did teaching young children at the 10th grade level at the school he was working at, the Digital Pioneers Academy, was part of his contribution to helping change and bring love and care to young Black kids.
Thank you for that, because we want to know that these hashtags are people, and so I wanted you to have the opportunity to talk about him as a person. This is the statement from Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, and this is on the deaths of your cousin, but also on of Oscar Sanchez and Takar Smith, 2 other young men who died in police custody between January 2nd and January 3rd. She says, I have grave concerns about the deeply disturbing tapes that were released. Full investigations are underway. I'm deeply troubled that mental health experts were not called in, even when there was a documented history of past mental health crisis. In the case of Keenan, what do you believe happened? And do you believe that he had a mental health crisis underway? Do you have some understanding of what happened to get it to the point where he was tased?
I don't know what happened. I can't read the minds of LAPD, and I definitely don't know what my cousin was going through in those last hours of his life. But what I do know, based off of watching the video with my family, is that he looked scared.
Yeah.
He looked like he was in need of help and support. And in fact, that's exactly what he asked for. He asked for help, he then begged for help, and then he pleaded for help. And for many of us who have been leading this work for so long, the question here is, why are we having cops show up to traffic stops? Why is that the answer? We need to push, Mayor Bass, city council members, to challenge the ways in which we're using law enforcement on a daily basis here in this city.
You put up a tribute to Keenan on your Instagram, and the caption says, Keenan was killed by LAPD. You also wrote, my cousin was an educator and who worked with high school age children. He was an English teacher, and in that tribute we're showing right now. you have been at this work since you co-founded the Black Lives Matter movement. For your own cousin to then join the hashtags that we all have memorized over time. What, in your view, has changed, if anything? Has anything changed? And if not, what needs to change?
One thing that I'll say is that the people are ready for change. We've been ready for change for many years. In fact, we just lived through, just 2 years ago, uprisings in which communities were calling for a different relationship to law enforcement. But not much has changed policy-wise. At the local level, at the statewide level, and at the national level, what we're asking for locally, we're asking for Chief Moore to step down or be fired. We want to pull police out of traffic stops and other places. They should not be dealing with mental health care crisis. They should not be in schools, parks, or in housing facilities.
Yeah.
My cousin was tased multiple times. Less lethal does not mean non-lethal. We need to see more of the footage, release the unedited footage of this murder. And we want to end qualified immunity that shields police from being accountable.
Well, we're going to keep following this story. Patrisse Cullors, who, along with Opal Tometi and Alicia Garza, founded Black Lives Matter. Thank you, and our deepest, deepest condolences to you. And please share those with your family as well. Thank you, Patrisse. And we'll be right back.
Thank you.